Hi, I'm Terri Pickens, and I'm here to announce to all of you that I am running for governor of the great state of Idaho. Idaho, we need a wake-up call. There's a battle going on in our nation right now. We tried to stop it. We tried reasoning. We tried understanding. We tried compromising. Idaho, as we knew it, has started slipping away under the present leadership. It breaks my heart, just as it breaks yours. I'm running for governor because I am answering the call to lead during a time of conflict and fear. For too long, politicians have ignored us, and we just can't go on this way. We need to change course and elect leaders who listen, who act, and who won't bend the knee to billionaires. It is the time for action because the fight is here. The fight is now. My God, look around. The sky has fallen. What has happened to the voice and will of Idahoans? 30 years ago, when federal agents killed a family at Ruby Ridge, Idahoans stood in solidarity and said, "No federal agents policing us." Now, our present governor just throws the door wide open to federal ICE agents, Trump's private police force. What is our governor telling us? I'll tell you what I see. He is selling out Idaho to a rancid, authoritarian wannabe dictator. That's not Idaho. The governor can make all of the excuses he wants, but I choose not to believe him. I choose to believe my eyes. What I see are kids being dragged from their families at a community event in Wilder. I see masked federal agents tearing families apart. What I see is a governor too scared and too corrupt to protect Idaho families. I believe my eyes. Look, I'd love to focus on debating what makes our state thrive. I'd love to talk about the link between public education and a strong economy. I'd love to end private and religious school vouchers. I would love to talk about building hospitals and improving healthcare. But our legislators just cheer as insurance rates skyrocket. They pass laws forcing women to give birth. They take away parents' rights to make fundamental basic healthcare decisions for their children. They force doctors to practice in other states. I'd love to find honest partners to help protect our public lands, but our four congressmen barely make a peep when a federal sell-off is proposed. I want to stop outrageous property tax hikes on homes, but Republican politicians have decided to take money from the families who own one home to give to billionaires who own many homes. Of course, we will talk plenty about civil rights. White Christian nationalists preach a mean-spirited religion that only teaches hate. That's not Idaho. When the people in charge are the arsonists, does it make sense to debate the structure that they've lit on fire? I think not. We need an all-out effort to fight the fires and stop the arsonists. Right now, we are losing our liberty to the greed and cowardice of politicians that are owned by the billionaires. These billionaires own powerful communication networks, social media, television stations, newspapers, the most basic place where Idahoans get their information. These billionaires own and fund political campaigns, right-wing think tanks, and lobbyists to capture our government. They own our present governor. I believe my eyes. The billionaires have made their big move. They have pitted neighbor against neighbor, state against state, red against blue, left against right. But I know who the real enemy is. I see them clearly. And I know that it won't be long until Idaho and all Americans stand together again. I still believe in Idaho. I believe we are decent, courageous, and independent. We are strong together, and together we will reclaim our future. If you believe that freedom is worth fighting for, then I invite you to join me. Let us be champions for freedom of speech, freedom of religion, a right to privacy, as well as gun ownership. Let's take back Idaho and make it a place, once again, where children have good schools no matter their zip code. We'll have affordable health care, safe towns and cities, where people can afford food, housing, and the very basics to keep our economy flowing. We won't let the government tell us what to do with our bodies or to tell us who we can or cannot love. We'll keep the public in charge of Idaho's beautiful mountains, forests, deserts, and rivers. I will lead with integrity, tenacity, and courage because our families deserve that kind of leader. We have inalienable rights. I absolutely believe that the government does not give us our dignity. The government does not give us our freedom. So why have so many Idahoans allowed the present leadership to take those rights away? If you agree, then join me today as I declare my candidacy for governor of Idaho in 2026. Visit terriforidaho.com to donate, to volunteer, or just to learn more. Follow me on social media at Terri for Idaho. The battle has arrived. We can't win if we don't fight. And if November 4th taught us anything, when we fight everywhere, we can win anywhere. So let's choose to win for our families, for our freedom, for our future. Thank you.